Welcome, Chad. If nothing else, you got a bottle of water out of the deal. First thing that I want to say is keep in mind it's not always the people you're most expecting, or maybe in your case not expecting, but think you might hear from. I have two people coming through. This can change on a dime that somebody else could move in. I have to talk about an older male coming through, alcohol issue or alcohol reference. Man was an alcoholic is what I'm getting. And I feel like typically I might be 2 generations above. So to me, like a grandfather connection, great uncle, but it's at that level. And the second person I have is not talking at all, but there's a connection to like a baby girl that's passed. So just know that there's like a pregnancy, stillbirth, or abortion that they're acknowledging, that the child is safe and the child is over there, and it's like infant baby, okay? So just think about that. I know that's kind of vague. There's too many things happening here. It's jumping all around. It wasn't like that in the first two. There's a lot of energy coming through. Just a male connection coming up talking about this. I feel like I'm in a basement for some reason, and I don't know why. I feel like they would be found in the basement. And it feels like a contemporary, meaning a person to your side or your generation that keeps coming up. Because I'm getting confused, but I literally feel like 2 males are coming through, besides whatever the baby girl reference was. And I feel like there's something about in the basement or being found in the basement that they're bringing up. You're probably not prepared for this, especially if you weren't a believer. You couldn't have altered or changed the outcome of that death. So the fact that you take on responsibility is so absurd. It's more personal and emotional and heart-ripping for you, but it's not got anything to do with the fact that you technically, timeline-wise, physically could have altered or changed the outcome. But you are very hard on yourself about this. And you do this, what if, I should have known, I should have been there for. I want to tell you unequivocally, whether you understand it, whether you believe it or not, this person coming through makes me feel like you were more than there for them. They weren't there for themselves. That's what was missing. I feel like I had to help. I feel like there was enough love around me that wanted to help me. I wasn't present in my own body. My mind was not there. And that's the way that he keeps saying this, okay? I have one more close call to the person in front of you, before you, and he didn't get it. But I'm seeing a close call with you, but it's in a different way. His was health related. What I need to say to you is, I don't know if you rode off the car or what they're talking about here, but they're showing me like a close call that would be impact-wise, and I don't feel like you're hurt. So it's not like I was like clinging to death or clinging to life, but it's like, holy shit, that could have went another way. And it was like one more thing tied to this or connected to this, and I could be off, but is there any reason why I would see the color red or the version of red or burgundy tied or connected to this? Either the color of the car or something about what I would be seeing connected to this, why they would bring up the red or the burgundy. It's not blood either.
No.
Okay, I don't know why, but I keep seeing red, burgundy, plum, that kind of color that would be connected to this. I just don't know why, but I feel like it's attributed to the car, the vehicle, whatever this is. Why? And I'm seeing Mr. Suicide Guy say it. So for some reason, there's something that would be hunting based or checked. Because I'm seeing something that would be swollen or like a growth, and I don't mean like a goiter, where it's like your Siamese twin never separated. I just feel like there could be something that could be swollen or like a mole or something that I would see raised from the skin, and I don't know if it's discolored or not, but I would just say you don't leave this unchecked, okay? Be honest. I've asked. The only thing I've asked for is honesty today.
You're on a nerve, yeah.
I'm on a nerve. I'm hitting a nerve. You sound like my wife.
That wasn't in a bad way.
Yeah, no, I know. I get that. I like to think my wife doesn't think it's bad. You get this checked. You follow up on this. You do what needs to be done. Don't go out here today, plan your funeral, buy a coffin, because that's how your mind works. I'm not saying it's a death thing at all. I'm saying you just don't ignore it. Because you're at a stage now where it may be nothing. You're at an age where maybe health-wise it's not going to be an issue, but a decade from now could be a world of difference, and you don't want to ignore it. So you treat it, you follow up on it, you deal with it now. Or resentful at some degree. So just be communicative right from the start. He's like, he slapped you in the chest, right across your left chest. Right across there, he just slapped you in the left chest, and he said, smarten up. You make things hard on yourself with her. Pull back a bit and be communicative. Not a big deal. And what's going on with your car that you're not fixing? It's like, you're like, oh, it's fine. It's running, it starts. Tick, 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 tick. It's like, it's not going to last. So he's like, get it fixed. Get it fixed. Spend the money, don't be cheap. Yeah, based on your eyes, that was a yes, you understand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you know that I Google searched you? I didn't have your name or anything, but I Google searched and I found out you had car problems. They just warned me that was ego. So, can I just say to you that, buddy, I don't care, friend, brother, cousin, whoever, brother-in-law, whoever this person would have been, this connection of the suicide, you might have done this already, but I'm going to word it in the way that he would like you to do this. And you're not going to be opposed to this, trust me. He'd like you to have a beer with him, for him, and you could have it by a tree or out in the bush, and he'll be there with you, and he'll know it, and he'll be there with you. Okay, so whether you've done that already, it's like, well, here's an excuse, you got to go ahead to do it again. But know that he'll be present with you. And he's like, bring two, even though I can't drink it, you can have it. Okay, that's what he's saying. And do you need a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Kleenex right next to you, Chad. And don't feel bad for this either. Don't feel bad because of your emotions. You need it to let them out. For my own validation, not that I need it because I've already said it. Have you done the 2-beer thing before or something? Okay, well, you need to do it again. There's no rush. You don't do it today. But when the time's right this fall, when it's a nice fall day, whatever, go do it. Don't drive afterwards, though. I work for MAD, so don't drive afterwards. He's just vulgar. Who's Donkey Dick? What would that mean? Do you know? I don't need to know. Do you know why he would make reference to Donkey Dick?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Out of all the people that come through in a day, I love somebody like his personality. It's the most fun for me because I get to swear, I get to be crude, I get to be me. And it's probably the personality that's most aligned with me, but he is funny. And the one thing I swear to God I want you to take away from this chat is not, wow, is this guy good, or wow, this guy can hear the dead. I want you to take away from this, in all honesty, wow, my brother, my friend is alive. He just doesn't have a body. He sees, he hears, he's around me, he's still with us, he's still connected. That is the one thing you need to walk out of this room with today. Not about me, not about the research, just that I didn't lose him. I'm not here, I can't hug him, I can't punch him, I can't kick him in the crotch, I can't do any of that. I can't go and have a beer with him. But really I can. It's just, you have to have the faith and the belief that he's there, because he is. And I think, you know, it'll make my heart happy if out of the three of you, one is converted. I'll be honest, but that was never my goal. But if you can walk out of here with a little bounce in your step and a little difference where the door is cracked open to the possibility that maybe there is something after this, and even more than that, maybe there's the odd person out there that can actually hear them or see them and connect with them. That would be beautiful. But whatever comes, just know that your loved ones, family, non-family members, are around you, and even the ones you don't hear from today. He's such bizarre in his communications now, because this is going to be very cryptic. Okay, what's pickles? Why would he like show me the pickle and say pickles?
Can I go outside? Not really. Can I go outside?
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah, we can call it a day if you're.
I have to, really.
You need to come back in though after, okay?
I promise I will.
Unlock the door.
So I just want you to know that. So you're okay with going on?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't know how much more will come because he's kind of hammered home what I think he needed to, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the pickles?
What's that?
Can you go back to the pickles? You can tell you.
I'll do anything. I just don't know if the dead person will.
Okay.
I can't make them. So Chad, we've had a request to go back to pickles for some reason. Do you want to clarify? Is he okay to clarify now, or do you just want me to? It's up to
I
you.
can clarify it if you want. Yeah.
Why did pickles so move you?
This person was beyond obsessed with pickles. I bought him a jar of pickles every week. A big jar. And I used to come to him and say, how the hell are you eating these goddamn things all week? Like, and he, pickle barrel, restaurants, like.
Anything pickle related?
Yeah.
Okay. So if there was one simple word that he could have used to validate for you that this meathead in Alliston's picking up on something, it would be pickles?
The fact that his nickname was Meathead is pretty freaky.
I'm not even recording. Oh yeah, I am recording. So his nickname's Meathead?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't, honest to God, know how much more he's going to say, and I'm not trying to bail out early on you. But the one thing I am going to say is he's got a great sense of humor. I know I've said that over and over. It continues. He is thrilled to be able to do this for you today, Chad. He's thrilled that you were open to it. Whether you believed or didn't, he doesn't care. You presented yourself, you gave yourself the opportunity to have this experience. What you do with it is up to you. He's laughing, go away from here. And you're gonna do a lot of soul searching, he's telling me, where you're gonna be like, how the fuck did he get that stuff? How could he have known? And you can go through everything scientifically. But at some level, you're gonna have to boil it down that maybe your friend was here talking. Even if that's a 10% viability for you, you have to give yourself the room, give yourself the time to analyze, is there any way I could have done it? And come to your own conclusions, because at the end of the day, it's not about the researching. It's not about me. It's about your frame of mind, your frame of reference. And I have no qualms in telling you, because he just keeps nodding. This reading was life-changing for you. And for that, I'm really glad. I'm really, really glad. And out of all the people that could have made it life-changing for you, it's not an accident it was him.